What's up, guys? I'm Dane of Great Dane Gaming, and I am playing Bastion today. So before we go off and find more cores, I thought we'd switch out the Breaker's Bow for the Fang Repeater here. I think we'll keep the War Machetes going for a little bit longer, but the Fang Repeater we hardly had any time with, so we'll do that. Yeah, and
the Repeater and Machete, favorite choices of the Ura hunters we once fought.
We are headed right here to the Cinder Brick Fort.
There's only one way to Cinder Brick Fort. The hard way.
The hard way. Alright.
Sure, the city marshals may be gone, but now the fort's crawling with windbags.
Alright. Got it. Okay. Up it is.
The calamity was mercy for normal folks.
Oh, gas fellas. Why am I not?
The windbags ain't so lucky.
For some reason, it was not wanting to target the gas fellas. Oh. And so it begins again.
They've been left to freeze or starve or face the kid.
Well, okay. Bam. Oh. Ah. Oh wow, you hit very hard with the gas fellow. I'll hit very fast. And lots of things are shooting. Why did those turrets come back? Okay.
While windbags young and old keep fighting for the fort.
Oh. They come out of the ash people? I don't remember that. You know, I used to like the repeater quite a bit, but right now I'm kind of missing the bow.
Good thing the windbags don't know kids fresh out of health tonics.
See, this is the sort of thing that this game does. That's so small, but
At least the marshals left the kid a parting gift.
oh, the blunderbuss. Oh,
Something the windbags just can't
as
handle.
they call it.
Something that'll punch clean through their greasy hides. Windbags ain't much different from normal folks. All they want's a warm place to stay and a decent meal. The Calamity drove the Windbags topside. A lot of them wound up here in this very fort.
So that looks like the way we're supposed to go, but there's no, nothing. Yeah, there's shards and stuff. I forget what this is called though. This is special. Pay attention.
Could have been minding the business underground like in the old days.
Oh, fell.
Windbags can't use Marshall supplies, but the kid sure can. As for the Windbags, Cinder Brick gave them enough heat and metal to munch on for a while. Well, the fort ain't theirs by right.
Not totally.
Can't blame them for wanting it, though.
Oh, I leveled up. That's
So
why
many of
I got
those sorry
my health
things
back.
hold
Okay,
up
what are these
inside
called?
that old fort.
Oh, it doesn't tell me. It just says 10 XP. Do they have a name? Pretty sure they have. Oh, I countered that. I didn't even mean to counter that. The musket's kind of fun, which is actually a blunderbuss. Big musket. But it's kind of specific. Like, it's really good against the squirts, but not the gas ones, so... Not so much turrets either. Whoa, how did I counter that one? Let's face it the other direction. Oh, and I fell. Yeah, it was strategy, so I can use the were whiskey. Not that. Oh. Okay. That was very messy. is there no music?
Security's plane gone haywire. Windbags gummed up the works. Kid ain't afraid of getting burned.
Maybe I should be. Now I'm at low health and have no healing. Good thing I can throw this because the musket not really doing the job for me.
They trapped the kid in the middle of the fort's parade grounds.
Oh, I do have healing. Whew. Black tonic, that's what.
Then they bring out Glutus and Glandon, all their scumbag uncles.
Ludus and Glandon.
They got something to gain, and only their sorry hides to lose. Kid takes down Glutus. Maybe it was Glandon.
Who's to say?
The other big fella soon joins his brother, wherever they are now. The Windbags finally get the message.
Whew. I know I could have healed there, but I wanted to try and take that down as if I were good at this game. Marshal's badge. We'll come back to that. It's like all of these stuffs and things. And
Kid used to dream of getting Marshall's badge, but not like this. And now ain't nothing left for nobody down at Cinderbrick Fort.
nothing left for nobody.
Kid shows up just as Zolf's telling me about his own journey to the city.
Okay. Let's talk to Zolf about Marshal's badge. Ask Zolf about the Marshal's badge. That's what I just said. Retrieved from Cinderbrick Fort. Did the Marshal's badge ever give you a hard time? Oh, did the Marshals ever give you a hard time? Being an Ura and all?
The Marshals seem like good men, he says. They treated him with dignity.
Okay. And the smoking pipe. Ask Zolf about his smoking pipe. Where did he get this? Where did he get this? In the city. In the city, they used to say this stuff was very strong.
Zolf brought his antique smoking pipe all the way from the terminals. Seems the only thing the Calamity saved for Zolf was his smoking pipe. Poor kid collapses after just one drag.
Oh, I remember what this is now.
The past. Only good thing ever come out of the past is history.
I remember this being very difficult. Especially since the ground everywhere here starts disappearing very quickly. Oh, and I have the musket.
catches up with the kid. Hardly had a moment's rest since all this started.
You guys see the floor starting to fall out? By the end of this, it's very, very gone. And we know how I do.
Fair to say
with
he's led a
falling
hard
through
life.
Things.
Supposing what he says in his sleep ain't no lie. He never knew his old man, but he had his mama to take care of. Frail thing with pure white hair like his.
Yeah, 17 reflections remain. That's what it just said.
Having his mama's hair did the kid no favors while he was growing up, but he learned to hold his own out there. School ain't working out, so the kid signs up for a turn on the rippling walls. Make his mama some money. Thanks to folks like the kid, the walls kept Ceylondia safe from whatever's out there. The elements, the Ura, you name it.
This is a part of the game where you get to find out a lot about the kid, so that's fun. What's up here?
What was I saying? Anyway.
Man, this guy hits a lot farther than it seems like he
Once the
should.
kid done his time, he hurried on home. Turns out his mama's time was done too.
Hole. Yeah, let's not be too eager to use the weird right now.
Past don't matter for nothing now.
Okay, let's come back to that one. Particularly when I don't have the musket. Sup, Rux? Marshal's badge.
Even since the Ura surrendered to us, the marshals kept a wary eye on him.
Yeah. Well,
Kid ain't finished here yet.
oh, thanks, Rux. Getting distracted.
Zolf's travels ain't much compared to what the kids had to go through for all this.
Alright, let's do the shrine. Actually,
Behold, the Pantheon.
bound the cast. Wait. No one bound the chastened maid, save for herself. Her shackles are her own design. Foes. Huh. I'm not sure what that is. I thought this was active, but I guess not. It might have deactivated when I died there. Not forge. Arsenal. Let's trade this out. We'll go back to the Breaker's Bow, and we'll take on the hammer for a while. And let's try the dancing shot.
Kid says hello, but Zolf's lost in thought.
Something stringy.
Finders keepers.
That'll upgrade the bow. Something heavy will upgrade the hammer. Those are idle spirits. Automatically retaliate when injured. Yeah, I think these are all the same that we had before. Yeah, we want to be able to upgrade our stuff at the forge here, so arrow more damage, or arrows cause damage over time. Let's.
Kid packs a special surprise in every one of those arrows.
Can't afford the other one or this. Okay. But we do have another level here. Faster, higher speed while defending. Chance to +1 carry on chance. Plus 10% critical hit chance. Plus 10 max health. Let's do that.
Squirt cider will toughen you right up. Too bad about the musty aftertaste.
All right, where can we go now?
The Langston River flowed free and wild till the calamity drank it all up. Maybe all that water just grew wings and flew off. Riverbanks swarming with windbags. They're so bent on finding the core, they hardly notice the kid. Lucky for him, a certain famous ferry barge is still afloat. Weepin' Nellie. Just send some squirts crying home as she leaves port. Maybe Nellie knows the way to the core. Maybe she can slip right past all the clamor on the coast.
Maybe.
Or maybe not.
Or maybe not.
The security skiff pulls up portside. Nellie's just another windbag to those guns. Just then, the windbags notice who she's sailing with. They're pretty steamed about what happened at Cinderbrick. try to cut her off.
Try and fail. I hope.
They try to slow her down. They try to knock her out.
Oh. Come on.
Well, Weepin' Nelly tries harder.
Weepin'
Try
Nelly.
she might, though. She hits a snag.
The one doing all the work.
Kids gotta help her get untangled. Favors for favors. At least she picked a good spot for a break, 'cause the core's right there.
Where is it? Ah. I mean, right there.
Then the kid hears an unusual sound, like 100 flapping wings. They've been watching his every move. They had their own eyes on the core. But why? Well, kid ain't got time to think it over just yet. He finds Weepin' Nelly raring to go.
Come on. There we go. Boop. Oh. These are my
Turns out
turrets.
she's got a special surprise for when the waters get rough.
Are we moving? Oh, I have to push the button. Got it.
She's gonna need a little help with all them peckers. Drafty things think they're king of the roost now.
And now I wish I had
Rest
the
of us only wish we could
repeater.
fly in times like these.
Although the bow's doing a pretty good job with them. All these crows. They helpfully line up pretty well, so.
Security skiffs keep on coming, starboard side. Don't seem to care what they shoot, as long as they hit something. The windbag's getting even better out here. They aim to smash Weepin' Nelly to splinters. Well, it all proves too much for poor Nelly.
It does. That doesn't sound good. Oh!
She's just gotta make one last stop. With her last breath, Nelly gets the kid to solid ground. Solid ground in pecker country. Seems the calamity ain't hurt the peckers' appetites. They want that core real bad. Might be they want it just as bad as a kid. Kid shoos them off, knowing they'll be back. Know how many times kid nearly fell off the barge back there? About 7 times.
Well, thanks for keeping track, Rex.
Now, listen close. You should remember this next part. Why go to Prosper Bluff?
Yes. To get my favorite weapon, of course. I mean, after the machetes, probably.
Used to take an enterprising man or a plain old fool to venture out that far. The city was the most beautiful place in the world. We all knew that. But on the other hand, some folks just yearn to see the things they're told they can't.
Oh, right, this stuff.
And that's why you go to Prosper Bluff, ain't it?
Almost. Oh. Yep. Knew that was gonna happen sooner or later.
Yeah, the kid hears something he ain't heard in a long while. How's it go again?
Just like this.
Yeah, that's the one.
I just realized something about that line there. So when Ruck says, "How's it go again?" Yeah, that's the one. It's because the person who we're hearing singing here is the person that he's telling the story to. So, presumably, it is actually her singing the song as the story is being told. Build it stronger. Okay, less singing, more beat on the path. Where'd you guys go? Come on, guys. When do you give me the weapon? Oh, it's back here. Okay. This is the way we're actually supposed to go. Hey! Enough of that. Oh. That's the out. I'm starting to doubt that this is actually where the weapon I'm thinking of is. gonna lie, slightly turned around.
Well, no point explaining what happens next, right?
Which, again, is because the person he's telling the story to.
Suffice it to say, kid ain't coming home empty-handed.
Knows what
And
happens
besides,
next.
it's like the song goes.
Someday your bird is gonna fly. Come build that wall until it's done. Come build that wall until it's done.
They'll be here before too long. We
I love
darn
this
near
song.
celebrated when the kid got back, didn't we?
This song's so good.
Zolf never thought he'd see a fellow Ura again. We become fast friends. Calamity has that effect on people.
I'm sure it would.
But there was more to be done. There was one last core to find.
Alright. Place the core in.
Kid's surprised when I tell him there's only one core left. I shouldn't have believed it either.
Ooh, he's foreshadowing.
The memorial. Here kid can pay respect to the old world and earn it in kind. The valediction. Just another one of my sketches. Nothing more.
Ah, so these are things we can do to earn extra shards. Single crushing blow for at least 70 damage. I feel like we can do that.
Words
with the
can't
whiskey.
express what happened, but they're all I got.
Hidebound journal. Ask about the journal from Zia's campground. Zia's the girl. Can you read any of this? Do these charts and formulas mean anything to you? Oh, wrong button.
If only I'd known half the secrets of the Calamity were tucked away in that book, I'd have worked to translate it right away.
Ask Zolf about... Oh,
The scientific journal written in Zolf's native tongue. He learned so much from it. Too much.
yeah. Alright.
Most of the Ura never got a taste of Ceylondia's fine goods, unless they were born and raised in the city like Zia here.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, the world's all gone to pieces farther than the eye can see, but leave it to this gal to point out the amazing view. Girl
Good job,
tried
Zia.
to run away from home one time, but the marshals stopped that, didn't they?
Way to be a positive person.
So many secrets in there, and she can't even read it. Her father's own journal.
Why can't she read it? I assumed, apparently wrongly, that it would be written in the Ura, which is why the kid can't read it, or Rux has to translate it, and Zolf can read it. But then...
He ain't all that
presumably-
shy.
Presumably, Zia would be able to read it then, right? You'd think.
We tracked the final core beyond the city to the wilds.
Maybe this is where we get the weapon I'm thinking of.
The wild unknown. Place can eat a man alive.
But
Place is so raw, even the Calamity couldn't cook it. Not all of it.
I just looked at the time, and we will see if this is where my weapon is and what else this place holds next time, because I've gone a wee bit long. That's all right, but I will see you guys next time.